minsan, hindi naiintindihan ng mga tao kung bakit may mga kaibahan na ang takbo ng buhay. It's because we go through the different seasons of life. And the earlier that we know what season of life we are in, the better we can adjust and accept where we are. Just like in a cruise, just like in a sea, adventure. O minsan yung karagatan ay napaka galaw, malalaki ang mga alon, malalakas ang mga hangin. At kailangan nasa loob ka, baka ikaw ay matilapon sa dagat at kainin ng mga pating. In the same way, that's family life is like that. It goes through rough seas. But nonetheless, it is exciting and it is an adventure. Family life or marriage is like a voyage, as I said a while ago, a cruise going from one predictable port of call to another. And based on studies and books that we have read, ito po yung mga different ports of call na dadaanan natin sa buhay. Unang-una, pag ikaw ay ikinasal na at nag-asawa na, you are going to stop at the port of call of adjustment. Port of call of adjustment. According to many family counselors and psychologists, this period of adjustment, you'll stay at this port for 1 to 5 years of your marriage. Here, the husband and wife are dealing and struggling to merge two different views of life. Because, after all, the husband has his own distinct personality. The wife has his own distinct personality. And you have to somehow merge, to fuse those personalities, not to change altogether. There are compromises to be made, a meeting in the middle, because you came from two different home and family backgrounds. Ang adjustment ay medyo malaki-laki kung yung isa sa mga partners ay galing sa pamilya na may kaya. At yung isang partner ay galing sa pamilya na hindi masyadong may kaya. O kaya yung isa mas educated kaysa sa isa. It's not impossible to live with like that. But the adjustments have to be made. And sometimes the adjustment become a little bit turbulent. Kaya tingnan mo yung mga personality, mga celebrities. Pagkatapos ng pagkasal, nagdi-divorce. Pagkatapos ng 1 taon, 2 taon. Ang pinaka maikling kasal, pag-aasawa ay awan ko kung natalo na siya, ay si Britney Spears. At nagkipag-asawa siya, pagkatapos lang ng ilang mga oras, wala pa yatang 2 araw, 3 araw, nagkipag-divorce. So ganyan yung mga buhay na mga Hollywood stars at mga celebrities na tinitingala ng mga kabataan. They are not good examples of marriage, many of them. At this time, I remember my wife and I were adjusting. At we met in Hawaii, in Honolulu, Hawaii. She was working with one of the biggest or the largest at that time tour company. At ako naman, nagpapastor, associate pastor sa isang simbahan. With a little salary, My wife has nice salary and many perks. Maraming mga benefits yung kanyang trabaho. Kung mag-book siya ng airline, babayaran lang niya $25 or $50 lang. Sa mga hotel, more than 50%. So we took advantage of some of that. So, the early marriage. So balit, gustong-gusto ko kumain ng oven-baked chicken. Favorito ko yan. So, sabi ko, darling, could you cook? Do you know how to cook oven-baked chicken? Sabi niya, well, I'll try. This was, I think, within the 2 weeks of our marriage, 2 or 3 weeks, nag-bake siya ng chicken. Tiningnan ko yung chicken na binake niya. Napakaputla. Sabi ko, ano ba ito? Mistiso pa rin ang itsura ng chicken mo. Luto ba yan? Sabi niya, luto na yan. Sabi ko, ayaw ko nga kainin. Tikman mo. So tinikman ko. Isang bite, ayaw ko nga. Nako, nasaktan siya, umiyak na siya. Umiyak na siya. Sabi ko naman, umiyak ka dyan kung gusto mo. Basta tayo kung kainin yan. So, kinuha niya yung mga chicken. Ang dami yun. Tinapon na lang sa basurahan. So, pagdating ng next night, umuwi na ako. Meron akong nakitang plake sa wall ng aming dining table kasi nasa condominium kami. Nakatira kami sa condominium. Dahil sa kanyang trabaho at credit, nakabili kami ng condominium sa Honolulu. Sayang binenta namin. Sana ngayon 10 times, 20 times ng aming ganansya. So, binenta namin. Pero yung binili namin yun, dahil sa kanyang credit, magandang trabaho niya, ako'y pastor lamang, assistant pastor, napakalit ng sweldo. So, noong kakain na kami sa malit naming dining table, sa mismong harap ko yung wall. Sabi doon ng isang plake, complaint to the cook is hazardous to your health. Mula noon, hindi na po ako nag-complain. Ako, baka lasunin ako ng misis ko. Ang ginawa ko naman, inutakan ko siya. Bumili ako ng 1 dosenang recipe, cookbooks. Sabi ko, honey, on sale ito. Ito yung gift ko sa iyo. So, mabuti naman, mapagbasa siya kasi bookworm ang misis ko. She reads a lot. Reads a lot. So, binasa niya. And since that time, nag-i-improve yung kanyang cooking. At ngayon, she is one of the best cooks in the Philippines. Yung mga staff ko nga, pag nag-invite ang misis ko na kumain sa bahay, gustong-gusto nila kumain sa bahay. Dahil masarap ang kanyang luto na ngayon. But we went through some adjustments. At ang isang bagay sa adjustment na yan, lalong-lalo na kung kayong mga misis ay medyo mas malaki ang sahod nyo sa mister nyo, don't rub it in. Thank God, my wife did not rub it in to me to make me feel inferior. But encourage me. So, you also go through physical, emotional, intellectual adjustments. It also is important that the man should be the man of the house, should initiate, should do his best to provide, for the family. The key person in this port of adjustment is the husband. The husband being the leader, siya yung dapat mag-initiate. Siya yung mag-initiate ng conversation. Siya yung mag-initiate ng pag-aayos. Hindi yung ikaw nagtatampo. Kung matampuhin ka, nako, mga babae lang yon. Ang lalaki, hindi dapat magtampo sa kanilang misis. Amen? At ang lahat ng mga babae magsabi, Amen. At lahat ng mga lalaki magsabi, oh me. All right. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1 to 4. Or 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7, by the way. Verse 7, sabi po, husbands, likewise dwell with them with understanding, giving honor to the wife as to the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers may not be hindered. So, ang mga lalaki, mga husbands, should take lead in the home. Number 2, port of call, is the port of call of childbearing. Childbearing. Sabi po sa Psalm 127 verse 3, behold, children are a heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. Can you imagine that? Ang isa sa mga pinaka-importanting pamana galing sa Diyos ay mga anak, ipagkakaloob niya sa iyo na mag-asawa. Hindi po sila pabigat, although mabigat ang responsibility. God assures the continuation of the human race. And if you are of Christ followers, God wants the continuation of the godly line of people in the human race to continue the message of God among the people. So children are a heritage from the Lord. I can never understand why some couples, they don't want children. Of course, that is their prerogative.